What if the secret to inner peace was hidden in a single drop of water? In the bustling markets of ancient Baghdad lived a young seeker named Karim. Though he was blessed with wealth and comfort, his mind knew no rest. Day and night, his thoughts raced like wild horses. Memories of the past galloped alongside fears of tomorrow, while questions about the meaning of existence thundered through his consciousness without cease. One day, while walking through the marketplace, Karim overheard travelers speaking of a renowned spiritual master who dwelled in solitude near the edge of the desert. The master was known for helping seekers find the sacred silence that lies beneath the noise of existence. Drawn by an inexplicable yearning, Karim knew he must seek out this teacher. After a challenging journey across the desert, Karim finally reached the master's humble dwelling. He found the sage sitting in contemplation, his eyes reflecting infinite depth. The master's presence alone seemed to quiet the constant chatter in Karim's mind, if only for a moment. "Master," Karim said, bowing respectfully, "my mind is like a marketplace at noon, full of endless noise and movement. I seek the silence that I glimpsed in your eyes. Can you guide me to it?" The master smiled with gentle knowing. "Come," he said, rising slowly. "The universe has brought you here at the perfect moment." The teacher led Karim to a small courtyard where a large copper vessel stood, filled to the brim with clear water. Next to it sat a small clay cup. Without speaking, the master handed Karim the cup. "Pour all the water from the vessel into this cup," the master instructed. "But remember, each drop is sacred, for it contains the reflection of the infinite. Spill not a single one." Karim looked at the massive vessel, and then at the tiny cup. His mind immediately flooded with calculations and doubts. No matter how carefully he poured, the water overflowed, slipping through his fingers like time itself. He tried different techniques, growing increasingly frustrated as the water continued to spill. The master watched with patience. Finally, seeing Karim's distress, he spoke. "My friend, you are trying to empty the vessel while your own cup is already full. How can you receive what the universe offers when your mind is occupied with your own thoughts and strategies?" "But how do I empty my mind, master?" Karim asked, his voice heavy with exhaustion. "Begin with a moment of pure intention," the master replied softly. "Let each movement be a sacred act. When you pour with complete presence. When thoughts arise, let them pass like clouds in the sky, always returning to the silence within. The ancient ones taught us that to know the universe, we must first know ourselves. To know yourself, you must first create space within." Karim closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He felt the breath move through his body, carrying with it a sense of sacred purpose. As he opened his eyes, something had shifted. He no longer saw the task as a problem to be solved, but as a meditation in motion. With each pour, Karim remained fully present, aware of every sensation. Gradually, the constant stream of thought subsided, replaced by a profound awareness of the present moment. The water began to flow, as if guided by an unseen hand. Each drop found its perfect place. At that moment, Karim felt something shift, not just in his mind, but in his very being. It was as if the noise of the world had finally bowed to silence. As the last drop fell into the cup, Karim stood in wonder, experiencing a silence he had never known before. Not an empty silence, but one full of profound presence. "You see," the master said, his words flowing into the sacred silence, "when you empty yourself of yourself, you become filled with the infinite. This is the ancient secret, to empty your vessel of all that is not essential, so that it may be filled with light." Karim understood then that true emptiness was not absence, but the highest form of presence. From that day forward, he carried this wisdom in his heart, finding moments of sacred silence, even in the midst of life's endless movement. Now, take a deep breath. Feel the silence within. If this story resonated with you, subscribe for more stories that awaken the soul. Share it with those who might benefit from these timeless insights, and leave your reflections in the comments below. Until we meet again, may you find the peace and presence that dwells within the silence of your own heart.